Welcome students. So, today we are going to learn Excel logical functions. However, functions and the different text function, concatenation function, these I taught you in previous classes, and in this tutorial we will learn logical functions. This logical function to be based on some logics, and it's execute on the that boolean value, like if the boolean value come true, then the true part execute. If the value the false part come, then value come false, then false part execute. So how, why this logical function actually required? So we can say like sometimes the things will not always be the way we want to them, and some unexpected can happen. For example, suppose let's say you have to divide numbers and trying to divide any number by 0, and that number give some errors. So how you can handle those situations? So logical functions come handy in such cases. So we'll learn these logical function in this tutorial. However, I am not going to actually tell you all the logical function, but the most popular and commonly used function we'll use, like if, nested if, and I'll cover some others logical function also in coming tutorials. So let's start. So what actually in this tutorial will cover? Logical function, if function with example, nested functions, that nested if actually where more than one conditions come, that will cover, and I'll tell you about the logical functions that will cover in the coming tutorial. Okay. So what is logical function? It is a feature that actually allow us to introduce decision making when executing formula and function, and functions are used to check if the condition is true or false, and you can combine even multiple conditions also. So what is the condition? So a condition is an expression that is either evaluates to true or false. The expression could be a function that determines if the value entered in a cell is of numeric or text data type, if a value is greater than, equal or less than a specific value, etc., that actually come. Okay. Now this is the simple example of if function, where after equal to sign, you already know before placing any of the formula you have to actually write or type equal sign. Then if, this is the logical test where the condition tested, if the condition true, this true part will come. If condition become false, then false part will come, and this is the flow diagram, flow chart of the same. Here it is the condition A tested. If become true, then that it's moved to the true part and the B1 will execute. If become false, then it's moved to C and C1 will execute. Okay. Now move to the next slide. Some example I'll show you. So suppose this is the home supply budgets, and here what we have to test, like a few supplies are there, the quantity and their prices, and we'll test that total of the same, and we'll check whether it is expensive or not. So whatever, so that condition is up to you only. Okay, let's move to the sheet. So this is the sheet, few of the items I typed here. Suppose this is the price 100 for each item. Let's apply formula here, C2 multiply by B2, and all these values come. Now what we have to apply the condition here. So type equal sign, I am just typing equal, and if, and bracket open, here logical test. So what we are testing here, this value D2. So I written here D2 is greater than 6000, bracket, after bracket the true part for expensive, we can type here afford, well, yes, and bracket close. So here the condition, here the true part, this is true part, and here the false part, and press enter. So what, it's all coming expensive. Let's change the value here. Suppose I mention here 5, it's come to 5, affordable. Here let me change 50, expensive. When you change the quantity, suppose you want 10, then what, 500, affordable. Here I am taking suppose 1, affordable. So all these actually functions testing whether the value, if true, then true part come, if false, then false part come. So what is the condition here? Condition is this d2 is greater than, and whatever the value of d2, this is the 500. So what the come here, 500 is greater than 6000? No. So what, the true part will come. Understand? Let me change some other. Here I am again instinct. Let me correct once again what I said, the true part. No, here what, d2 is become true, then the true part expensive will come. If it's become false, then what will come, false part, affordable. So what, let me make this condition true. Here suppose what I am taking here, 500. So 50,000, it's become true, 50,000. Okay, d2 is greater than 6000, this greater than 6000, 50,000 is greater than 6000, true. So and this is the true part. Okay, got it? So move to the next slide and we'll check what is that. So I hope you understand this one. Next one is the nested if one, and this is really sometimes we have to test more than one conditions, and that time these functions really help a lot. So in these what actually number of condition you can test, and on the basis of those conditions the results come, and even all the conditions become false, then at last what, false part will come. How? Suppose this is the condition 1, if it is true then true and exit. If suppose not, then move to the next condition, then true, then true, otherwise move to the next, and then so on, and all of this condition become false, then it will move to the last false part and exit. Okay, this is called nested if, where we can test more than one condition in same formula or function. So move to the sheet so we can easily understand. However, I have already made a sheet here, few formula I have already applied. Let me type or let me just copy this criteria so you can easily understand, and here I am pasting that. This is our criteria, or let me remove from here. For A1 90 or above, A2 80 or above, B1 70 or above, and B2 60 or above. Okay. Now this is our criteria. C1 50 or above, C2 40 or above, and E2, E1 or E2 below 40. Okay. So this is the criteria. On the basis of this criteria we have to apply formula. So here we have to apply the formula. Press equal sign. First open if, okay, bracket open. First condition is this B2 we have to test. So B2 is greater than, first condition is 90 or above. So equal to sign we have to test here, 90 or above, 90. Now comma, true part. So what is the true part? True part is A1. So I written here A1 comma. Now this is asking actually false part. So instead of writing false part, what again we have to open another if here. Again logical test. Again what we are taking? B2 greater than or equal to. Now this time what value we have to take? 80. 80 comma, and then if true, then what the come? A2 then again next part open another if, yeah, open, then again b2, this time b2 is greater than what, 80 taken, greater than or equal to, now this time we have to take 70, then true parts for 70 what we taken, b1, yes, then comma, again if, again open a bracket, then logical test, again b2 we are testing, yeah, greater than equal to 70 we tested, now this time 60 comma, again true part, b1 is already coming here, now what we have to take here, b2, again in every else part we have to open a if, then b2, and what the value this time, greater than equal to 50, yeah, 60 we taken, comma, then again open double quotes, now up to b2 we cover, now what for 50 what we have to take here, what I mention here, 50, na, and for 50 what is that, c1, so what taken I am here, c1, again bracket open, then again in else part if, again bracket open, condition b2 is greater than or equal to, what the value we have to take, 40, yeah, 40 taken, for 40 true part what will come here, c2, okay, c2 is here, comma, again now up to c2 everything's come, and now the below actually 40, don't need to mention the condition, directly take else part here, what, e1 bracket close, now for all the corresponding bracket we have to close the bracket, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you can just check this color coded brackets are coming here, the white one closing this one, and press enter, now just check all the formulas applied, okay, now I am just bringing it to down, now values come, now just change the value, suppose here I am taking 90, and what will happen if the 90 come, it become a2, oh sorry, a1, okay. Similarly suppose for e1 39.99, now it's become e1 because below 40 e1, let me come this to this value and make it 40, then this will become c2. So understand student, so this is the actually nested if where you can test multiple conditions, okay, and this is the function that you can use. So number of condition you can apply with the help of nested if. The important thing that you have to keep in your mind, for every new condition you have to write the if in else part. So understand students, so let's move to the next slide. So this is that example just I showed you, okay, just check condition, this is the true part and there is a value of true part, and again in else part new condition and true of that condition, then again for every new condition come in every else part actually, okay. So hope you understand students, and our next topic is sum if function. Few more actually logical functions are there like and, if, is, error, there are number of logical functions available, and I'll teach you in coming tutorial. Till that, thank you students, and hope you'll do practical, all this practical in your Excel. Thank you student, thank you very much.